Is Will Smith's career officially over? I'm sure many of you already know who Will Smith is, and you don't need me to introduce him to you, but I will anyways. So, for those of you who don't know, Will Smith obviously is an extremely famous actor, Hollywood icon, known for his hit TV show The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air when he was getting started in his acting career. During that time, he was also a rapper making music with DJ Jazzy Jeff. Burst onto the Hollywood scene, making hit movie after hit movie after hit movie, which many of you have seen. Yeah, he was one of the biggest stars in Hollywood. So what went wrong? In March of 2022, at the Oscars, infamous slap that Will Smith gave to Chris Rock, it was one that broke the internet. Everyone was shocked. No one expected this to happen. In case you forgot, Will Smith reacts badly to a joke that Chris Rock mentions about his wife Jada. Initially, he's laughing at the joke, and then later on, he realizes that his wife Jada doesn't find it funny, and so he decides to do something about it, and he goes and slaps Chris Rock. Now, Will Smith won his first Oscar, and he gave a speech at the Oscars, and everybody was standing up and clapping for him. But he got banned from the Oscars shortly after that, and he went on a hiatus. So, since 2022, he just kind of, disappeared off the internet for a little while. He laid low. I'm sure his PR team was telling him, hey, I think we need to kind of just get off the headlines for now. And all of a sudden, he made a comeback. In 2024, he ended up making another Bad Boys movie, which has done pretty well in the box office, to be fair. They had a budget of about $100 million, and then they've made more than $400 million so far from the movie. So the movie has been profitable. But why am I making this video saying has Will Smith's career fallen? So if you've noticed on his social media, his engagement isn't as high on his posts, and he's been doing a lot of podcasts, and he's been going around a lot of places and just, putting his name out there again. So I don't know if he's trying to reinvent himself. I'm not really sure what he's trying to do with his career now, because he's only made one movie since the infamous slap that took place. So he's been seen, with influencers like KSI, hopping on YouTube channels and reviewing videos, basically getting a chance to meet any influencer and just put his name out there just so everybody remembers that Will Smith still exists. And surprisingly, all of a sudden, he decides to drop an album, which he hasn't made music in over 20 years. And so we're like, where is this album coming from? And the name of the album, I believe, is called Based on a True Story. And I've listened to some of the songs off of this album. Like Will Smith can rap, and he's always been known to be like, the rapper that's got the clean flow. He doesn't swear in his tracks. He doesn't say bad words. And yeah, it's been like 20 years since he made music. He's been reaching out to fellow rappers, asking them what their opinions were, if they had any advice for him to see what he could do to get his name back in the music world. He dropped a new song called Pretty Girls, and to be honest with you, I've listened to the song and I was just like, I can't endorse this track. So I'm not quite sure what he's trying to do with his career right now, because he's been traveling, he's been, making music again. He has been selling out some places, but they've been very small venues. And even in public, he's been seen like rapping, obviously some of his well-known songs, but some of his newer songs. And like the crowd energy isn't just, it's not there. Like, I don't think people in today's world really care to hear Will Smith rap or, wonder what his new songs are. And yeah, I don't know, I don't want to seem like a hater, but I do think it's a little bit sad. We all know the situation with his wife and all the ups and downs that they've been through and all the struggles that they've aired out to the public. And so I don't know necessarily if Will Smith is just on a PR tour right now to kind of, reclaim his fame and, go back to being the funny, lovable guy doing the music again, and then he's gonna go back into acting. Like, I don't know. What do you guys think? What do you think Will Smith's direction is? Why is he doing all the things that he's doing right now? And do you believe his career is over? I don't necessarily think it's over. Obviously, with the proof with the Bad Boys movie, like I just told you, it did sell pretty well. But definitely, I would say he's on a downhill trend. And it's unfortunate to see, because I was a big fan. Pursuit of Happiness is one of my favorite movies. It made me cry at the end. It's a movie about a guy getting a job, but it's so emotional. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. Do you think it's done? It's over? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See ya.